Hi guys. It's me. I'm back. It's been a while. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great day. How are we doing? I'm having this has been a strange day. Man, where do we begin? I don't know if I should do a debrief now or if we should wait for another day because it is still a little close to it, but now while it's on your mind, well, hold on, let me put on, actually, we are going to be playing Esoteric Ebb today, but before that, I'll put on Pumping Simulator. Pumping Simulator is where we air our dirty laundry now. This is going to be this is our talking game. Oh, I was paused this whole time? Fuck. What was the point? What was the point of any of this? I didn't make any money in the Pumping Simulator business. What a fucked up day. Hold on, let me look. We're gonna play Esoteric Ebb. Don't get me wrong. Just oh man. Okay, so did I ever save? Yeah, I saved. Oh man. Okay, so that was a lot. If you guys hadn't just seen, we just did a sponsored stream for 7 Deadly Sins. But it wasn't specifically to play the game, it was to watch a stream, another streamer play the game, and then go to an IRL event of the game. Man. Yeah, that itself is kind of crazy. But I also, I don't know. I like the idea of doing streams that are unorthodox, and I think I thought it would be interesting or fun to watch with chat. I also think the sponsorship worked great. I'll remember March 16th for a while now. Yeah, the gameplay did look fun too. I think it was just a matter of the planning for that live event was not all there. I think it's because there were two different teams, right? There was the team that is responsible for putting on live events for like a convention or, you know, an E3 or something, and that's like kind of more traditional marketing. And then there's those that put on like a live stream, right? It's more of a show, it's a production. And that team I don't think existed. I think for that team they thought we'll you know, bring in a content creator and that person will be that person, right? That'll be that team. They'll know how to run a show. You can't really do that. Oh man, I when I was first told about that opportunity, I thought it was going to be like, oh, it's an IRL event stream, and you get to go and like do like live action bits with other creators, and that's why I was like, oh, I might be interested in that. I didn't know that I was going to be contractually obligated to not go, and then to watch it from afar, and oh man, watching it's like a car crash in slow motion. Which sucks because like I don't blame like the developers at all. I feel like that game was just poorly represented by poor planning. Yeah, it's Wait, she voiced a character? Is that real or is that a bit? Went and took a nap, missed a crazy stream. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually kind of glad that I was able to stream all of it, because I feel like, in a way, I feel like it was almost like a an anthropological experience, like watching this, like, content of content of content. What am I trying to say? If everything is reacting to itself, and then like the substance of it was ultimately not there, then it just became this kind of like endless, like an Ouroboros machine that was like eating itself while trying to make content of itself. And it was kind of fascinating to watch. It wasn't that deep. I think it is, man. When Lily had that moment and she was like, life is short, I think that was hitting for her too. It was a simulacrum, you know? A simulacrum of a simulacrum. It's like you're watching like this the Flanderization, you know, like that concept of like something becoming a parody of itself so much that it is like its own thing. I saw 2 other streamers watching. There was a bunch of us, I think, that were brought in to watch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what there were 21. There were 21 other streamers. I know there was at least 5 that were contractually obligated to do the raid. The Murph moment was so good. It's gonna take me a while to process, I think, and like really like settle into what that all, you know, resulted in. She had like 10K viewers after all the raids. Yeah. So I think her stream was like at like 1K views for that whole event. That was like between 8,000 and 9,000 people across all the other streamers that were just watching hers and reacting. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I would take another contract like that unless it was for a very intentional reason or the meta was built into it. Part of the problem, I think, was also that there was no back and forth we were able to have with the client. So I voiced my concerns beforehand, but I didn't feel that there was a way for them to be heard. So I just kind of had to go with it. But I mean, it was interesting. If nothing else, I learned a lot about what I consider to be a line in the sand of like okay, when you're watching someone else in content creation that is put in a situation that you've been in before, whether you're like solely responsible for keeping a show going, or if you're like, you know, having to keep energy up while not knowing what's going on, or having other like strangers come up that are kind of draining you. That's a difficult thing to watch, you know, when you're like, you feel for them and you want to help, but you're like, there's nothing that we can do because you're stuck just observing and watching it all happen, and like having to just process it and hope that nothing goes wrong. Secondhand fight or flight, yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Whoever said Lynchian was on the spot, yeah, that's gonna stick with me for a while. Like we said, yeah, it was from it's the Interstellar segment with the hammer sounds. I had to walk around and ponder. I literally booted up Pumping Simulator 2 to walk around and ponder because I'm so like existentially affected by what we just all went through. I felt like they didn't prepare her either. Yeah, I'm starting to think I think she had as much information as I did, as to what they were going to be doing there. The 50 Elizabeth being too busy with TikToks to help Lily was great. That was the most poignant part of it. Was like trying to find anything to latch onto to make into like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is like, you know, a conversation. This is like the content, but cheer for 5 minutes. Oh boy. Oh my God. Wait, she was not even told that everyone watching was going to raid in? What? So did she not know that there were like 9,000 other people watching her from different streams? Should I watch your VOD or hers? They're the same because I was just watching her. She had 10K viewers when she was resting in front of a poster. Yeah, oh man. Wow. That was a bungle. That was a bungle. There was a 10-minute timer on new chat messages after the raid. Oh yeah, so you guys weren't even able to say anything. I mean, I get wanting to protect your community from 9,000 new viewers that just were subjected to all of that. But man. Her cameraman is part of the problem. Well, I don't, that's not her cameraman, I don't think. I think that was he worked for the company. I don't think they had like a pre-established like briefing on what they should do and what they shouldn't do. But also, I don't think he was prepared either because they just gave him a phone with no stabilizer, and I don't think there was a microphone. Did they have? They didn't even have lav mics. I had lav mics for my IRL streams. And I don't even do those. Okay. What mic? Lav mic, lavalier mic. It's the things you clip on that capture whoever you're talking to. The car ride was crazy. The car ride was... Man. I genuinely am really... I think we're blessed that I could witness that. And this pondering music is making me enter kind of an existential mood about content creation and how it has evolved and what it has become over the years. I think they saved you by not letting you go. I don't know what I would have done if that was me. Someone chat was asking if you were in Lily's place, if you were the one hosting, what would you do? And I don't think I would have done much better at all. I don't think anyone really had the tools to succeed there. Imagine Criken doing TikToks with the Elizabeths. I think it's pronounced Elizabeth. Elizabeth I. The hammer game in the background. It felt like it was like scientifically orchestrated to be like a think piece on influencer events and how to overstimulate and like I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what's gonna. I don't know. I'm trying to be professional. I don't want to just be like ranting with no point. I think the point of all this, if we're gonna take away a silver lining, is that I think we need to look at things like that through a lens of not just, shock and incredulous that it happened, but like, what can you learn from this and how can we do better? Because I think, like, regardless of if you're interested in the game or not, there's like a good way and a bad way to talk about it and represent it. And I think if it's done in a way that feels like it's just kind of exploiting a content creator for a view count or a number and not really thinking about their personal experience going through it, then it's going to have a bad time and people are going to have a bad taste in their mouth. And that's not the fault of like the developers of the game. They have no control over that. I think it's also, I'm really like, I get fired up about this stuff when there's like safety involved, and there was not enough security and like people looking after her on that stream. It was just, she was left to her own devices and everyone was just like trying not to make a big deal about anything. The security guards that were there, I think were just there overlooking the event itself. They were not there like looking after, any particular creator or person. It was just making sure that the event itself was running smoothly. But there was like one guard that stayed on her. He was in plain clothes. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, maybe it was like a hidden guard detail thing that we didn't really notice, but it made it really anxious to watch because I've seen enough people be harassed that I'm not comfortable with the idea of just trusting that everything's gonna go okay. We're gonna watch this. This was the stream that just happened about 30 minutes ago. You can watch on my channel. It was me reacting to it. Or on any of the other channels that the people are reacting to it. Anyway, this is Pumping Simulator. We're already making a lot of money. There's not much else to do or say about it. Wait, I have 40K. Should I buy an oil well? I'll buy an oil well and then I'll wrap it up, I think. You're so confused? That's fair. I kind of just leapt into this without much context, but I just ended my stream about 30 minutes ago and then just started up again now. So this was the commentary of me reacting to what the last happened in the last 30 minutes. Yeah! 5 stars! We got 5 stars. Life is short. Life is short. That's gonna be ringing in my head. Life is short. Can we check on Lily real quick? I think she just hit time on her stream, right? I think she did. Oh god, literally just then. Okay, so she's going home. She's safe. Yeah. Whoever made the comparison to Interstellar absolutely nailed it. Where do you buy oil wells in this game? This one right here? Press M. Aha. It's that simple. I'm not a viewer of hers. Does she normally do IRL content, or is this new? I also don't really watch her streams, but from what I know, I don't think she traditionally does IRL content. That is a lot to put on any one person that's new-ish to IRL content. You did carry that ancient dragon fight, though? Thanks. Thanks, guys. I thought that bit was fun. He does IRL YouTube videos. I don't know about streams. Yeah, YouTube's pretty different, because you can edit stuff out and film only when you feel like it. When you're streaming, it's all live and there's no going back. Okay. Oh, you guys went thrift shopping, you had a plan? Yeah, I mean, in that situation, if a plan isn't working, you have the freedom to kind of adjust it and come up with a new plan. But when you're locked at an event for a specified amount of time, and people know you're going to be there for a specified amount of time, that comes with its own list of concerns, where you suddenly now are responsible for security, event management, like having a list of things to do that keeps it fresh. I think they even said the address in the car. Well, they said at the start of the stream too. It wasn't a secret. The address wasn't a secret. It was just a, it was meant to be like a, oh, come one, come all, enjoy this little pop-up we're doing. It was a public event. What? Bomb? Screw it. Do the bomb. Do the bomb. I don't even care anymore. Or what is the bank crisis? We gotta see the bomb. We'll do the bomb and then I'll switch to Esoteric Ebb. Look how excited everyone is running to get their gas. Oh, wait. Now this game is giving me anxiety. I'm getting overstimulated from this game too. This is crazy. Today is crazy. Everyone's running everywhere. Life is short. There's a bomb that's gonna go off. Wait, a little kid won one of the PS5, so at least that's nice. Great. Okay, it wasn't all bad. A little kid won a PS5. Maybe it wasn't all that bad. Place bomb to random box. Ryan, what are you holding? Ryan! Oh.
Good morning.
Place bomb to random box.
Okay.
Someone's running everywhere. Do I have to find the bomb?
Good morning.
Toilet paper. Oh my god. Chicken stock. Would they put the bomb on the label? It's a bed. Famous Criken mod chicken stock.
Okay.
It's not a bomb. No, I do feel like everyone that was there for that stream earlier today, we are kind of bonded by that experience. It was kind of a trauma bonding thing. Like, actually, I don't remember if I've met Lily Pichu before in person, but I think if I do meet her now at some point, I will walk up to her and I will say life is short. And scare her.
Good morning.
I don't think she'll know. Does she even know you're watching? I don't think so. March 16th, life is short. I think this actually changed my life in a way. I do too. I do feel like it's gonna take me a bit more time to process. I can't really put all of my words into thoughts now. Sorry, all my thoughts into words now. But something has happened today, you know? And then now there's a bomb here somewhere, and I don't know how to find it, and I don't even really care to find it.
Okay. Hey.
Something esoteric just happened to us all, which leads us to our next sponsor.
Bye-bye.
What a time to be alive. Life is short. I was thinking about this also before stream, and not to get even more like meta, but I know I've been taking a lot of sponsors lately, and I really appreciate, chat, how many of you show up and are really supportive and positive and you know, supportive during that time. My genuine rationale and way of thinking is, not only do I feel like we have fun no matter what the game is, and a lot of these sponsors have been games that I genuinely like and think are cool, but if I can take a sponsor and that means not having to worry about like needing needing money from other viewers, like the system of a content creator, of an influencer, is one in which you are needing people to care enough to pay attention, and then maybe go a step further and pay a monthly fee or something, a subscription, in order to support. And that doesn't really change, you know, whether you're big or small. But if you have the luxury of being able to stream and pull enough attention that you can make sponsors, then you're able to offset that. You don't rely on crowdfunding, you know, your sustainability. It can come from a company. And that to me is so much more like morally comfortable for me to provide a service for a company or a brand and have them like smooth out the process where I'm not needing to, because times are really fucking hard right now in terms of like economy and just a lot of things. But I don't feel comfortable asking for money from you guys, and so I don't really push subscriptions or donations or any of that sort of stuff, because I don't want anyone to feel like they're not doing enough to support the stream, or that they're, you know, something is expected of you. And, you know, so the fact that I can do so many of these sponsors and you guys still really enjoy them and show up for them really means a lot. And I'm not going on this whole tangent, you know. This isn't me asking for subs, so please, I appreciate that. Filthy Surf, DG Gatsby, Anonymous for the gifted subs, Vicious Penguins, thank you for the gifted subs. This is not what I'm doing. This isn't like a call to sub. It's the opposite. My pilot was caught! Norway caught my pilot? Hold on, table that. My drug plane just got caught in Norway and I lost all my drugs. He's a prisoner of war in Norway. He had $15,000 in drugs. It's gone. And he's gone. Life is short. I cannot believe life is short is going to become a tagline on our stream because of Lily Pichu. That is beautiful. Life is short. Are we supposed to cheer? Yes. 5 minutes of cheering. Come on. 5 minutes. Go. Ready? Oh. More. 5 minutes. 5 minutes cheering. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. I can't believe my pilot's just gone. That went on way longer than 5 minutes. Okay, you guys can stop cheering. I'm sorry. All right. We're going to switch to Esoteric Ebb now. I'm genuinely very excited for this game, and also I'm a big fan of the publisher. I don't know if you guys know this. I actually went and visited the publisher's offices in person in Stockholm, Sweden last summer, and I met them all there. Were you invited? Yes. Well, kind of. I was going to be in Sweden anyway. And then my friend Kiwo knows their marketing director, I think. And she was like, "Oh, do you want me to like put you guys in touch while you're there?" And so then out of like literally 2 days before I was going to show up, I was like, "Oh yeah, that would be awesome. And so then they're like, oh yeah, great. You can come meet them. And so I went and visited the Raw Fury household and met a bunch of their people, including the people that marketed Blueprints, which is also published by Raw Fury, and one of their publishing directors was in charge of a lot of the marketing behind Vermintide when it was first coming out, and was a big reason for the Twitch integration. And so I got a picture with her and said how much that means to my chat. And a lot of the rat iconography came from them role-playing as rats when that first came out. And so in a way, she was, you know, a mother of the rats. So big fan of Raw Fury. I think they're a great publishing house. One of the few that are actually supporting like mid, like AA games, you know, instead of just going for AAA, and therefore get away with publishing things like Blueprints and Esoteric Ebb and a lot of really kind of more art housey things that maybe have like a bit more of like a creative swing, or going for something a little more ambitious or unique rather than a safe bet like a lot of AAA go for. Yeah, Seance of Blake Manor, another great example. And so yeah, they reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to play it, and I said yes. I was actually already planning to play this, so the fact that they were willing to pay me on top of that is just, you know, icing on the cake. So I think we'll probably play more than what I'm intended to play for the sponsor anyway, because I love games like these. And also, I don't know if you guys saw, but I was on a D&D stream with Joe Fudge that was set in Esoteric Ebb's world, where we were... so the way this game works is it's kind of... think of it like a mixture of Disco Elysium and D&D, where you have these voices in your head that I think are representing all of your ability scores as if you were like a D&D character. So like Constitution, Wisdom, Intelligence, Charisma, Strength, and they're all vying for control of your character. And so we did a campaign on Joe Fudge's channel where each of us were embodying a different ability score, right? And my ability score was Constitution. I was the gut. So my guy, I was hungry the whole time, and I was trying to get our character to go eat. And they would, I didn't roll very well. So I was a really bad gut. I was an upset tummy the whole time. But yeah, we threw up a bit. It wasn't great. But that's all gonna change now. Okay, but did you ever play any Disco Elysium off stream? No, because I've been saving to play it on stream, and timing hasn't been right. But I do want to play it on stream, because I think that's a game that would be nice to experience with chat. It has chat integration too? I didn't know that. Okay. Let's check it out. So, we can look at what each of the stats do. Background focused punching bag. Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it's only proper for you to own your figure and its capabilities, but why? Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise, the haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It's only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull, but why? Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathetic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good and bad, and pick up details others would pass by. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is a force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. All right. There's also... I could get a focus, either being troll killer, kiosk kid, so I guess we work at... like that. Didn't look like normal furniture. Mimic, pointing. Dexterity and charisma. Lore enthusiast. Crowd pleaser. Little weirdo. Boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. Asgallus activist. Earthguard recruit. One friend. Never really only prayed for that one thing during these lonely years, but the gods did not answer. Aww. If you don't have any friends, you just get dexterity and wisdom. Acolyte, strength and wisdom. Tower apprentice. Arcane prodigy. Palace pawn. Faithful harbinger. This is cool. Esoteric expert. I dig the music too. I think we should randomize. Is that crazy? Just like in real life, you can't really pick. Why not? Life is short. Life is short. Whoa! 6 strength, 14 dexterity, 14 con, 13 intelligence, 7 wisdom, 12 charisma. Okay. Sure. Soy boy build. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge. Even for you. Who would have thought lectures were so draining? Okay. "5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The weakest cleric in Norfolk. Yet, quick and nimble, ready to get the job done. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. And remember to get a ton of loot. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time, Chris." Only 6 strengths, just avoid going solo in the dungeon. Wait, I love that. Like a DM's like introduction. Speak with dead. Okay, this is showing me one of the spells. "Truth and nothing else," a voice declares. "What is your name?" "Ragan. Your name is Ragan." "Ragan, is that it?" "Don't think you're called that very often." "No, you're not." Which is quite embarrassing when you think about it. That doesn't sound right. "No, no one calls you by your name." Yeah, nobody likes you. Boo-hoo. "Actually, your real name is Eric." "No, hold on. It's CL Eric or something similar." "No, stop this ridiculous behavior." "Cleric? That sounds like cleric." "Ah, yes. That's what it was." "Fool!" "So my name is... CL Eric." "No!" "Hold on. What does CL stand for?" You answer. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? You are dead. Dead? How can you be dead? You're thinking, aren't you? Dead does not mean gone. What are you, a fucking poet? I don't want to be dead. You do. If you embrace it, do so. Look around. It's more than darkness, it's nothing, all around you. Honestly, since you don't know who you're dealing with here, I agree. It's probably smart to shut up. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? Goal? It would be nice to get out of this dark pit for one. The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. To find the Goblin Chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. What is your political affiliation? Question strikes your entire consciousness, setting it spinning. It is the Asgalists. Yes, they are decent, possibly. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We are free to make our own choices, thanks to the revolutionary freestriders. Elections are ridiculous. It hides in the back of your skull, a fact that you are bound to be a nationalist, and it frightens you. I don't know any of these words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to you. Which is, say you're apolitical. Actually, I'm apolitical. Perfection. No one can get mad at you, and everyone will love you. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Drowning in the river. I am not dead. Oh, this is cool. Avatar Fall. Ooh. Upped her. This is sick. Well, too bad we're dead. Unfortunately, we failed our con check, so our character died. And this is all we get to see for the rest of the game. But that intro was great, wasn't it? With the music and the like the text going by, and then we saw that like lobster kind of run by at the end. That was sweet. So yeah, if you guys are interested in check out the game, exclamation Ebb. It is 10% off, I believe, and really neat. Life is short. Yeah, what can you say? Life is short. All right. We awaken. I am not dead. A fresh start. Your body aches. It's stiff as if you slept for days. Don't sleep in the armor, dumbass. Ready for the quest to continue. Check my stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic, sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. I like so because it's showing that I failed the con check, I'm gonna cry. But if I pass the con check, maybe I'm gonna be brave. A circular stone chamber, a storage for apples and corpses. House of the dead, your home. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? I see, apples and corpses. Get the fuck out of here now. Oh yes, a quest. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Earth is our god. Remember everything? Not sure. Do you have some sort of amnesia? No. Just remember it. Your thoughts are scattered, but your memory is intact. Okay, what's the quest again? You got a job. The tea shop job. Tea shop job. Yep, tea shop. That blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or two. A chance for redemption. Wait, what did I do? Insubordination. Inconsistency. Light apostasy. Apostasy. The words live inside your bone marrow. Just a job, so I've done this before. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earth Guard militia service, as well as a few years at the towers. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. A quest! I like those. They are dangerous. You might not make it. To be clear, I need to figure out who blew up the random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. Let's finish the job. I feel dizzy. The weight of the Earthguard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. You require healing. You must consume an apple now. Okay, so I feel like I roleplayed as Constitution pretty well in Joe's campaign. Because that's kind of what I was doing the whole time. There are many apples here, and corpses. Corpses? What the hell is this place? If your stats are high or low, chimes will appear in your mind. As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel. It's covering your entire head. Colloquially known as a helmet. Can I take it off? No! I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Can't wait until you do. Apple. Ooh, tattered cloak. The cloak is sprawled on an iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh! Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Bringing out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It's still quite wet. No? Should I wear this? No? Of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue or ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. I mean, I'm a rogue, so yeah, let's wear it. I reached... Wait, class conflict? I really love my pouch of holding. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. It's not yours, though. It's the city's. You can't just use it for anything. Shut up. It's yours. You can do whatever you want. Now go put on a real cloak and rob some people. Relocate some resources. I was thinking of this getting this game. How are you liking it? We just started. But I'm intrigued. Okay, they ate one apple. The runes fill your sense as you approach. The color is faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. Sacred shrine left in this state is an insult to Earth and all of its people. Indeed. Yet you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth's dreams afloat. The city is lost, but it's not yet lost. How poetic. You're also aware the city is very much in need of change. Change of what? Honorable lifestyle? Peaceful city for humans to prosper in? Change from stagnation and a mire of decay. Earth Crusade brought triumph. The corruption brought after his fall is due to exactly that kind of filthy rhetoric. Apples! It does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples away from the front of the shrine. Are these rare? Can I pray here? You feel small. Prepare spells. Uh-huh. Cure wounds. Stare at a pile of apples. Apples are good for you. These apples are not in pristine condition. Could I eat my way through this pile of apples? It's not really a question of could, it is a question of do you have the time. You're not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would be greatly beneficial. Don't waste your time here. At the very least, don't eat the less fresh ones. Remove the bad apples first. Start eating. Yay! You look upon this challenge with determination. Taking in the first apple goes down without a hatch. Another 2. You chew in one piece. Yup, that was sure an apple. The next one was harder. Your stomach fights the taste. One more should be fine. This is the limit. As you chow down on the apple, you feel your jaw ache, your hands shake. Apple overdose. Dangerous stuff. No such thing. You feel refreshed, for a moment at least. The pile of apple towers over you still. You've barely made a dent. Yeah, so why did you do this again? Yeah, eat the apples, apple boy. As you feel sick, you see something sticking out of the pile of apples. A piece of paper? No. It's a spell scroll. Lucky bastard, those are worth a fortune. It is dancing light, a versatile cantrip that can be used to light up your surroundings at will. Quickly memorize the scroll, consuming it into your psyche, as you always do. Some people at the towers used to fear your innate power to master magic like that. Which is understandable. It's pretty terrifying. Cantrips are spells that can be cast at will. Very cool. Guess I'll prepare more spells again? Corpse under a blanket. Stole. Very important piece of paper. Voting card -1 intelligence. A scuffed voting card made out to Ragnar Hemlin. It is from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day for your voices to be heard. Apple. A guy. He looks indecisive. Uh-oh. With your fingers fumbling about in his mouth. In his mouth? Your grip over the fancy magical tooth slips. I thought I was pickpocketing him. I just reached into his mouth and started trying to take his tooth. He bites down. Ow! You instantly move your hands away as he still takes a quick nibble. You're in his mouth. Cease this rummaging through undead maws, please. My bad, guys. Damn apple boy. Approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Bites you and then ignores you? How rude. He is unaware of you. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression upon a dried face. What is your name, sir? He does not even look at you. Why is this man not listening to me? This is a reanimated corpse. Should I defeat this zombie? That'd be pretty scary. I love... Okay, so because I rolled really low on strength, the strength advice in my brain is constantly, like, chickening out. This is great. I found this voting card over here. Is it yours? You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. I'm thinking of voting for the nationalists. Everything surrounding this so-called democratic process is madness. Everyone should just vote for me to be their god wizard king. That way, I can solve all their problems. It is a naive thought, but in all honesty, there is no other good way forward. Your genius will enlighten the masses. It simply must be. Zombie does not object to your campaign speech. In fact, the zombie does not react at all. Am I boring you? The zombie carefully places another apple at the top of the pile. Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. Not even a groan? How disappointing. What's he doing? Seems to be fussing over the apples or something. Hard worker! Respect! What do you think, chat? Do I fight him? Or do we keep him around? He was a hard worker. We need a vote. Okay, I'm gonna attack him. Deal with this foul creature. Encounters are turn-based conflicts, where each participant takes turns in rolling dice and taking actions. During your turn, you're able to perform one dice action as well as cast one spell of your choosing. The order is determined by an initiative roll. Don't let this shambler get the jump on you now. Yes. Yeah. Fight. You're quick. You got this. Your turn. Show him no mercy. Hold up a closed fist and say, "Here, look at this." Then quickly try to trip him. Your sneaky maneuver works. The zombie turns his gaze towards your fist, and then, with a quick whack, you get him to stumble backwards. There you go. The slow zombie just stands there. No, he's reacting. It's just taking some time. The zombie is hostile. This undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents. I'm gonna manipulate him. This is a hollow animated corpse. He's mentally bound to listen to orders, so I'll ask him how he's feeling. Anything, just try it. Undead servant! You've done a great job today, well done. Zombie does not seem to respond. Maybe just delay, don't give up. His neck snaps around, and the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you've really pissed him off. You can tell since you're such a people person. Ow! The pain is temporary. This ends now. Pretend you're his master, okay. Uh-oh. You're ready. Unleash a dominating power and turn this creature into your willing servant. What? No! Please don't hurt me. What are you doing? Stop. I don't want to fight anymore. The zombie towers over you, unmoving. Guess this works? Won't win you anything, but you're alive at least. Oh, it's probably ordered not to harm unless threatened. Meaning it no longer sees you as a threat. Hilarious. You could always try again, or just leave the zombie alone. This is great. Again! Yeah! Fight! Okay, shove him! Yes! He attempts to stabilize himself while stumbling around. The slow zombie just stands there. Okay. Grab his arm. That still counts. You grab his arm. Your thick gloved hand wraps around his frail wrist and keeps him stable. He's not getting away now. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you've really pissed him off. You can tell since you're such a people person. No! The pain is temporary. This ends now. You know you're an empath when you piss a zombie off and he looks not too happy about it. Justice dispensed. I knocked him into the apples. I'm taking that tooth. Nice. Reported goods. The receiver is marked as HWBT. A great mountain of apples. Equip the tooth. Oh. Yay. They've imported sand to Norvik? For what? Glass blowing? Oh. Underlying choices are more risky. Go deeper. You dive in with your whole hand, fingers first. This one does not. Then you feel a tug, a grip, finally a pull. Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. You manage to keep it from engulfing most of your arm, but in the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Your face is now sinking. I should give up, right? The sand will be a benevolent master. Yes, the sand is simply too strong. You grow weaker. Is it draining you? Out of your skin, yes. Gods, get out of this thing. Whatever you do not let it get to the helm. Escape without losing your helmet. The hazy noise of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ear. I will not die in this crate. Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack, and it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of sand loosens. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as the trail of sand follows you. Within an instant, the sand snaps back into the crate, not a single grain dropping to the floor. Glancing over the crate, you see its content now lies still. Put on the lid. Your job here is done. I've done a great service to the community. This is a cool game. Yeah, I love the writing. Broken sword. A glow glass. Very common magic item. Okay. Oh, my wisdom is so low. Oh, mushroom. Your fate one day. Zora left his mark across the band. Today it is a universal sign of magic. Red Eye of Earth. The stone slabs are designed to slide up along the iron beams. Interesting. Is that ruined prayer book? -3 intelligence. It's in salt water. It's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the soggy Brockenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Ascani writing. One of the 8 bands along the coast. Okay, so I clicked on Ascani, and my wisdom was able to tell me more of what it is. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, no, no. This is your prayer book. No! We'd have to rebind the whole thing? It's ruined. Aww. Our prayer book. flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. You can read these symbols, but they are an old draconic Diminorian. De verbis draconum ars occulta. Can I try to read it? No. You have no idea what this means. I love this. I love this game. This is great. Old Draconic? Yes, the tongue of the Dragon Masters of Old Demonor. The arcane era name for reeds, often referred to as Old Demonor. The name was changed by the Free Strider revolutionaries to mark the end of the old magocracies. Free Strider, the new way. People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Right, I need to get my hands on a comprehend language. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. It's really cool having, like... Oh, Kobold. Lost Chief of Security. And all of their information is in Draconic, so I don't know it. Wiggling its little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Master say you behave. You're adorable! The kobold glares at you. A battle of will! Do not give in! Glare back. Your eyes meet each other, still, ever vigilant. Keep glaring. The kobold does not move. Glare some more. Yup, you're staring at each other. Glare. Eyes met. Eyes meet eyes. Glare, glare! You are looking at the kobold's yellow eyes. Stare in your angry or fierce way. Looking hard. Lean in close to the kobold's stern face. Should probably stop this. Kobold meets your gaze and keeps meeting. I don't think I'm getting anything more out of this. Fair. The kobold looks at you with a cold expression. You don't tell me what to do. I did, just now. Yes. I have some questions for... Oh, never mind. Hello. Biskin, the local mortician. Can I roll these? Whoa! Oh, this makes sense. Okay, so I rolled to behold using intelligence. He's a level 17 entrepreneur. The pale man handles corpses in a basement, a typical self-employed city contractor. I remember hearing about this man. He used to be a dentist and a surgeon. His study into the magical realm is immense, far beyond your capabilities. Some of these texts he surrounds himself with could suggest he has cast 5th or even 6th level spells. Wow. High level wizard. What this guy? This one's quite hostile. Stay on your feet. His expressionless eyes seem to keep watch at all times. He's obviously determined where to strike for you to die as quickly as possible. How humane. Aw. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. A great perch. These are official documents of the city. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. Death. This is death. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of the Lich House. A mortuary, a holding space for dead bodies. During times of undeath, they are known to be heavily guarded. He smiles at you. Times of undeath. You saved my life? Puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Eyes of the working men do not deceive. Yes, Constitution. Constitution gets it. Dragon, think of the 75 months. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. Prime condition? You're always in your prime condition. Fail. They caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. So not dead, just a bit wet. So I'm in fact alive? Pale man stops for a moment. Looks you up and down. Yes. I believe you are. Alive, once dead. Where can I find these fishermen? I did not ask for names, sorry to say, but perhaps Waterlane? Ah, Waterlane, the largest trade port in Norvik. Located in a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. It is a so-called marvel of dwarven engineering, and is the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges. Considered as one of the great craft wonders of the world. Good guess. Lots of boaters hang out there. How'd I end up in the river? I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges in Tolstad. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. I would never fall. It must have been an assassination attempt. How awful. I have some other questions. DC 31? Figure out what's weird about this guy. There was a zombie downstairs. I'll ask him first. There's a zombie in your basement. Oh, how quaint. No, I meant an undead abomination. I understand. We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. A quick movement in the lower left cheek. His expression actually changed. Don't trust his words. However, I will take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for Wibbed protection. Halfway Bridge Tribe. The Halfways, one of the 3 goblin tribes in Norvik. Huh. Oh, so it's all a misunderstanding then. Good. Well, the zombie had a fancy magical tooth. Did it? How strange. The pale man gives you a sideways glance. How did you notice this tooth? Guess I have an aptitude for esotericals. I said, I guess I have an aptitude for esotericals. Of course. Yes. Show him the tooth. It has these strange esoteric marks on it. Do you know what they mean? Glance at the yellow trinket in your hand. Those are glyphs of Nimmenberg. Ah, a legendary arcanist who built the Undying Legions during the Coast War, often called the father of modern necromancy, and its many practical applications. Necromancy. Although in your hands... Necromancy? In your hands, it is no more than a common esoteric trinket, I assure you. You think I should put it in my mouth? You see the type of panic a parent gets when their child is about to eat a shard as a glass. No. As a former dentist, I recommend you do not. You don't think it's cursed or anything, do you? I'm sure you know more than I do, cleric. Nod. Wait, no, I actually don't believe you. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I shouldn't be attacking. The zombie's clearly working for you. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect led to this undead creature entering the tower. I will make sure to tighten my security in the future. Ost, we'll do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. I will also make sure to report this to both the HWT and the militia. We'll let you get a word in. Amazing. I like how Charisma's like, man, this guy knows how to manipulate. You're doing something shady here, so... Of course, I'll be sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. Pest Control Guild. The Pale Man is twisting the entire situation. Smart. If there is anything unbecoming about my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Thank you very much for your service, cleric. It's great because a great man like you that the city still stands. I'm sure a good word to your patriarch will ensure promotion of some kind as well, especially with this great work you're doing on the tea shop. Wait, I never brought up the tea shop. Resist his incredible oratory power. Damn it! As the Pale Man blabbered on, you attempt to gather your thoughts and make some kind of point. Come on, open your mouth, say something, damn it! I think that... I agree, and whatever compromise we do end up, I feel lucky to have had your expertise here on this day. Who knows what would have happened otherwise? Stop muttering, just say it. I'm trying! Your screech echoes through the chamber. For the first time, you see a genuinely baffled expression appear on his face. He keeps staring at you for a few uncomfortable seconds. Cleric, with all due respect, perhaps you should see a professional. It does damage to me. This comment hits you in the heart and soul. The Pale Man has overwhelming authority. I believe we are done with the particular topic. Anything else you need? I'm gonna go now. Before you do, make sure to collect your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. Or would that be an improvement? What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Wait, so because I said I was apolitical, I marked every single person, every single political party on the voting card. Oh, this is fun. This is good. I mean, that's not mine. Maybe? Pale Man ignores your comment. I asked us to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says, and points across the chamber. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, Cleric. It will surely prove to you. Beyond that, you should be good. Got it. The Pale Man turns his face towards you and smiles. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, Cleric. He gives you a stern expression and good luck on your quest. His words burn a hole in your heart. Leave now. This game is awesome. Book. Okay. I don't want to equip anything else because it does minus to my stats. Dwarves. Dwarf exile foreman. He stands by his ideals with gut and little else. A push will earn his respect. That is his way. Alphaz knows he is privileged. He hates it. His ideals clash with his blood. Interesting. Simeon the boys. Ooh, bad roll. Okay, I don't know anything about him. Wait, I left the watch? Oh shit. Advantage in esoteric events. Okay, cool. The music kind of reminds me of like Zora's Domain, mixed with the Adventure Zone. Does that make sense? Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. Banner of Asgard, a fool. One of the dwarves stands to face you with a furrowed brow. Appears to be staring in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oi, Mr. City Man, he calls out as you approach.
We've made it clear already. We're not moving, not one bit.
That's no way to greet the cleric of Norvik.
Oh, is that so? Guessing I'm supposed to grovel.
That'd be nice, thanks.
Dwarf
glares at you.
No, I don't see why I would.
You hear the other dwarves laughing behind him.
Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all.
Nothing illegal, huh?
We have papers. Nothing illegal at all.
This might be one of those kind of illegal but also sort of situations. They're both guilty and innocent, just like you. One of the older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know who
You even know who you're talking to, child? This here be Alphaz of the Ban Embers, a foreman in the Asgalist movement of Norvik.
You're a celebrity?
See me exaggerates.
It gives the other dwarf the stink eye.
I'm not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy.
He's like an Anti-Nepo baby. What does that mean? What is the term for that? Typical talking points. He grins.
Just wanted to make that clear.
Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off. Unless you want that. A nobleman, huh?
Ah, in the old country, yeah. That doesn't matter here. I'm just a foreman of the Tolstad district.
Doesn't matter. If he's a noble, he should be rich. How much money do you have on you?
Didn't your mommy and daddy ever teach you it's rude to ask someone about someone's mint?
I bet you're only here because of mommy and daddy.
What did you say?
You must have misheard me. I said, don't forget to thank mommy and daddy for the foreman position. He clenches his jaw and stares at you.
See, that's the difference between you and me, human.
He takes a deep breath and mutters,
My word speaks for itself.
you boys setting up a play or something?
A play?
He spits on the ground.
We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal.
He turns towards the orc.
And no one's going to stop it!
You hear laughing coming from across the theater.
Papers, Alphas.
He grumbles and turns back to you.
So, what do you want?
You seem a bit stressed.
No, you don't say.
His words drip with the acid from a green deer.
So, it is forenoon. I got the lads together, and we arrive, and this cursed woman is standing here.
Dwarf shudders.
She starts complaining.
He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents.
We show her the papers.
Luketo, thank you for the 44 months. Petition for Criken to only do the Scottish dwarf voice for the entire stream. I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm rage baiting this guy. I have no reason to. And the papers
are no good, she says. Bah. Real convenient, I say. No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We are in your rights to speak out against tyrants and burghers.
Burghers or bourgeois, the craftsmen, merchants, and notably higher standing citizens in comparison to those of rural roots.
Bureaucracy.
I love Constitution. I'm so glad I picked that for the D&D campaign. Check the papers. Surely the dwarves have screwed up somewhere. So she's wrong about the documents.
Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar.
Alphonse nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. Isn't it a bit macabre to be holding a rally on top of a morgue?
Morgue?
The dwarf grumbles to himself and glances over the Lich House stairs.
I thought it was a dentist.
Fair assessment.
No matter. The Asgal movement is not afraid of death.
You hear laughter from the orc behind you. Big words, Alphaz. The dwarf grits his teeth.
Damn orc.
Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Construct an argument as to why you should get the papers. Hell yeah. I'm an expert.
Are you now?
Yes. Also, I'm on your side. He repeats louder.
Are you now?
Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes go from you to the orc behind you.
Fine.
The dwarf sighs and grabs something in his pocket. And I get the scroll.
I trust you with these documents, Citiman.
Oh boy, if you hand those to the orc, this could be all over right now.
Tell us if we're in the wrong, I dare you. Because we're not.
The older dwarf joins in. Take a step back and check it out. Let's see what's actually going on here. This is interesting. I like how all these things are giving me negative stats. It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted, it says in big letters at the bottom. Followed by a signature. Tolstad Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses an archaic, and typically bureaucratic writing style. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error. Except the date. It says the rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. March 16th? Life is short. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. I need a drink. Life is short. And you guys have been cheering for 5 minutes? Let's keep those cheers up. Woo! No? Okay. By the way, I just heard that, apparently Lily Pichu didn't know that other people were watching on their own streams. She was not informed about that. Just learned that. So... This is a crazy day. This is a crazy day. How could you? How could me? How could me? It's okay. I told her that we were on her side the whole way, and we gave nothing but support. So, you know. Yeah, no, you guys were the best. On Women's Month, dude, come on. Okay, document's perfectly legal, but it's expired. Look at the dates. Yeah, it's expired. Cool document. It is not. Life is short. Life is short, yeah. I don't like it. Oh, how come? Because it's a legal document, duh. Bad vibes. Fascinating. Have I seen this kind of document before? Yes, often. In your scribing duty, you've signed these number of times. Message, thank you for the 8-month resub. Chat trauma bonded? Yeah, we had a trauma bonding moment earlier on, not in this stream, but in a previous stream earlier today. Mm-hmm. And I yeah. Do you guys think we should side with the orc or with the dwarves? Well, let's talk to the orc, I guess. Zero. I know nothing. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. Looks like she's waiting for someone or someone. Something or someone. First among cows, think of the 64 months. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. Not just physically imposing, the orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. What's this? How often we get Earthguard, or not often we get Earthguard around here. You sure walk around like a damn advertisement with a drab uniform. She presents her palm to you. Vera is my name. I am second in command guild agent of Tolstab. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her. She's a free strider. The showing of the palm is a casual cultural greeting and reads, do not grab her hand. That is not what it is. What do we do? What do we do? Someone goes like this? What do we do? Dap her up. Reach forward and take her hand in yours. She's clearly a bit confused. It becomes a sort of awkward handshake. No! I take from the personal embarrassment. You realize her hand is a fair bit larger than yours, and as something stings in your soul, fragile as it is, a part of you has been bruised by the simple thought of her overwhelming power. Kiss her hand! You lean in an attempt to bonk the front of your helmet against the top of her hand. She quickly pulls it back with a laugh. She says, perhaps a name is in order first, human. I'm Helm. Helm, intriguing. She should be afraid. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them? Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, we're holding an unlawful assembly. And they won't let me look at the document proving it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. She thinks I'm slow? I checked the papers, they're expired. They are indeed expired and invalid. Wait, they let you check the papers? Aren't you a smooth talker? If you could get them to me, that'd be quite the favor. So I should just hand her the PPG thing I got? Yes, she would surely reward you for it. With the documents in hand, she could simply hand over to the magistrate office and let them deal with it. It would be a good idea. It could be a good idea, says Wisdom failing. Chat, are we just gonna give her what she wants just because she's pretty and intimidating? Is that checking all of the boxes for you guys? Okay, that was a unanimous yes. Here you go. What's... She mumbles and eyes the papers. I'll be damned. How'd you get your hands on these? They trusted me with them. I betrayed them. Intrigue. Just my style. She stands up, her figure towering over you. Then she gives you a nod before walking over to the dwarves. Alphaz!
What's you're giving up, orc?
She holds up the documents. I believe you're missing something. He stares at the PPG papers, his jaw drops.
How did you...
The dwarf glares over to you, his face is red. You just made an enemy for life.
You... Teeth Crake.
Low beasts or critters, often a demeaning term for humans. Are you really gonna waltz into a jail sentence, Alphaz? Wouldn't you rather just walk away? The dwarf glares at Vera's smug expression.
Fan!
The dwarf roars and looks like he's about to charge at the orc.
Forbin!
The older dwarf mutters.
Bah, boys, we pack it up.
With Vira standing by, a grin on her face, the dwarves quickly scurry off with their stuff. As the circle square grows quiet, she turns to face you. You've made a friend today, human. She pats your shoulder and tells you, when you have time, come visit the trade post down at Waterlane View. We'll see if there's anything the Ascani Greed's trade company can do for you. Finally, it's just you here. Well done. Having the Free Striders on your side will be highly beneficial. Friendship's that easy. You just gotta betray someone for no reason. The Drunk Sphinx. Opens at 8. Apple. Talassos, the oppressive landlord. He's a good landlord. He takes care of his tenants. He makes sure there is a decent amount of service being done, maintenance, safety checkups. He is nowhere near the worst landlord in Tolstead alone. Yet he holds the key to shelter, one of the pillars in the hierarchy of needs. There is something inherently oppressive about playing into the system. To profit within it to a senseless degree is unearned wealth. Let's go! Holy shit. Dude, this game's woke. This is crazy. You know how it feels to be sponsored to play like a game that is like so based and like ahead of the curve, you know? A game you'd already play. Exactly. That's what I said at the start of the stream. I was gonna play this anyway. Oh, wait, I never even talked to him. Do I talk to him? large merman sits in the sea. Cleric, he says, without acknowledging you further. Greetings, citizen. I am indeed the cleric. He does not take his dark blue eyes off the city horizon. I just thought you looked interesting. In what way? Cool fins. Thank you. Herman looks at you with a pair of deep eyes.
Thalasos is my call. You stand in my garden.
Your call?
My name,
He enunciates slowly. This all yours?
yes. I don't appreciate the city visiting my property without a heads up.
New pirate voice for him, I decided. This really seems like a public walkway to me.
It's not. But while you're standing there, keep an eye on my second pole.
Want me to fish with you?
Yes, be useful.
It says, come on, cleric, maybe. Oh yeah, he thinks this could be worth it. Hustling is all about networking, right? He nods to the second pole. Keep your eyes peeled on the tip. Okay, Chad, come on.
They come in waves. When it happens, it's quick.
No.
Let it be. It's set up as it should. Good. Fishing is about patience, cleric. You need to breathe and
Stare at him, slightly shaking.
and watch.
A professional, huh? You work for the River Guilders? He raises a thick eyebrow in your direction. No. So what do you do then?
I operate facilities, apartment complexes mostly.
Oh, is this guy actually rich? Try not to mention it. Oh, hell. Your belly beckons. Comment, it will slip out no matter what you do. Unless you're a merman who's a landlord. Is that racism? Be free. That's crazy. The thought of like stopping yourself from being unconsciously racist is like a constitution check. Wait, that's so funny. I'm gonna bite my tongue. Wait, no. Fuck it. I'm rolling with it. He takes a deep and heavy breath. A merman landlord?
You're not the first to comment on it. Have a laugh.
Haha. The merman clenches his jaw, his facial muscles twitching. He crumbles through his teeth.
Very funny.
He reaches forward and grabs the second pole, grabbing it from you while continuing to fish on his own. With a stern nod, he sends you on your way. No! I have some personal questions for you. No. No, I do, though, really. Projects a forceful grunt. No personal questions. You can't say no. That's not allowed.
Yes, I can and I will.
No, you see, I'm the cleric, and you have to answer me when I ask stuff. He does not respond to you. You have a quest for me? No. Nothing at all. Come on, you gotta have something. Everyone's got something. The merman says nothing for a few seconds, as if feigning to think. He says no. Not even like a delivery? No. Well, late rents. I can handle that myself. No secret temple that needs exploring like a merman dungeon? No. No, nothing, huh? Nothing. He's patient, very much so. Except... Yes?
My tenants have reported a strange light around Pillar Road.
With the tea shop, I do not want to take any chances. Take a look for me. Strange light. If it has anything to do with the tea shop or ghosts, or if it is an esoteric event. It was reported to be spotted in the late hours, sometime after midnight, on the road, down on the field. Quest accepted. Not a quest. No? Quests require payment. This is if you do it entirely pro bono. What are you gonna vote for in the election?
I'm voting the Free Striders.
Good choice. Maybe. Is he in doubt? He offered good incentive. Nazgul rent freeze would be difficult for me. The nationalists would have not been helpful in the past. That's great for you. Now me, I don't actually vote at all. I'm an apolitical person. That means you don't have to dislike me. He grumbles. Right, he did not ask. That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. I love the roleplay this game lets you do. That's so fun. And the music. Another kiosk. Kid's working his ass off, getting that bread. He must be doing that optional weekend school. Oh my god! I'm pickpocketing him. I don't want to do that.
Huh? Hello there, sir.
Kid behind the counter taps a pile of newspapers.
You a postie?
What the fuck? You just call me?
What? Do you read? I'm asking.
Ah, the Post. Yes, that is a good magazine. The kid looks distraught.
Never mind. Welcome to the Pillar Kiosk. How can I help you today?
Looks around.
Do you want to buy something?
I only want to buy things. I'm not here to talk.
Great.
Can you tell me the news? Boy stares at you.
So, here's the thing. We sell newspapers here. If I just tell you the news, we won't get any money.
I'm in a rush. Just give it to me. The kid glances around the corner of the shop, then he shrugs.
Fine, but don't tell anyone.
The kid grabs the copy of the Post and starts reading. Sad. Would have been more fun if he grabbed news than Norvik. That one's more rumors and sensationalist bullshit. It's great.
Election week, 5 parties above exclusion limit. Polling shows the nationalists ahead at 40%. The Free Striders and Asgalis being behind at 20 each. The Arcanists and Agrarians are holding out just above the limit at around 5% each.
These polls are mainly done in rich areas, you know? The human areas. Good, the city stands strong. It's like this game is showing the pipeline for being like sensationalized and indoctrinated.
Can't always trust the polls. The party of Norvik still won't comment on the missing paladin.
This Gorm Skeldman fellow's been gone for months at this point, but here's the drama. He was last spotted heading down to the city below. Maybe he's stuck fighting undead or something. Or maybe he's dead. You know, after having fought some undead or whatever. A paladin, strange. What's a paladin? The boy stares at you.
You don't know what a paladin is?
Oh, why? Is it some kind of political title? I'm joking. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he starts the phone. Apparently the party of Norvik's going to hold the election without him on the official list of members. The Lord Patriarch Agasim cannot be reached for comment, he says. Ah, so Foot Lord Trollmord will now head the list, and Coin Lord Darrow will be number 2. I wonder how that'll go. Too bad for Lord Gorn, unless he's found before the actual election day, of course. If you're heading down to the city below, you should look for him. I'll look for the legendary paladin. Nice. Anyway, he mutters and turns the page. Asgalis rallies. He's really reading the whole paper to me. Feral Frenzy Fang. Think of the 8 months. Asgalis rallies held all over the city. There's an op-ed about how the chant is being printed illegally and needs to be stopped. If anyone knows the location of the printers used in producing the chant, please inform your nearest Free Strider office immediately. You don't sell the chant here, do you? No, sir. No illegal papers here. Turns the page. The Agrarian Party has almost lost the entire working class vote. Over half the city guilds are giving official support to the green cause. The other half is bought by the Free Striders. Yeah, the Agrarian Party seems to be out of the race, more or less.
along with the Arcane Circle and the Conservational Lobby. So now it's a three-way tie. From what I can see, the latest poll shows 36% to the Party of Norvik, 20% to the Revolutionary Freestriders Party, 24% to the Asgal Workers Party. Very interesting. Although, I'm not involved in any of this, of course. Oh, you aren't? No, because I'm apolitical. Nah, too tiring. Nah, I'm way too uninteresting to even think about politics. No, you see, I'm simply not smart enough to even engage with such important topics. Yeah, that's how I feel too, most of the time. So much to keep track of. The kid flips another page. Right, that's it, I guess. Interesting. What? Oh, I just realized there's no mention of the tea shop yet. Guess they're keeping that out of the news cycle. Speaking of the tea shop, what do you know about it? Except that it exploded? That part's obvious, so yes. I was here, you know. I saw it with my own two eyes. Look over your shoulder towards the tea shop. I heard it too. Definitely heard it. Walk me through it. Okay, I set up the kiosk at dawn. By noon, the morning rush had calmed down. I remember the bike rack was full. Water lane workers mostly commute on the new bridge and flotilla, but the halfway bridge does a fair share of bikers every day and night. But by noon, it was pretty dead, which is great. That's work for me. Also, no dead in the streets. That too, sure. I hid in the back. Thought it was, you know, attack. It was. Did you see anything suspicious? Not really. Just the normal types. A goblin was arguing with a human by the temple. Just some mild shouting from some business thing. Otherwise, pretty dead around noon here. Anything else you noticed? Yeah, sure I did, Mr. Drummer. He's the owner of the tea shop, former tea shop. Usually the tea shop opens in the afternoons and workdays, so it's not weird to see him walking about all day. Chatty fellow, buys a lot of newspapers. Where was he going? Don't know. Saw him leaving the tea shop right before noon. Right before noon? Yeah. Right before the massive explosion occurred? He clicks his tongue. When you put it like that. Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. Just saw him rushing down the stairs, guessing he headed for water lane like everyone does. Did anyone else leave the tea shop? No, just Mr. Drummer. It was a boring day, so I pretty much was people watching all day. Did Mr. Drummer act strange when he left? Just in a hurry, maybe. I saw him shuffle towards the stairs to Circle Square. It's the only place to go, either that or the Goblin Garden. I don't think Mr. Drummer went to the city below. A city below type of bird. Not a soul. Usually not many people there in the morning or forenoon, really. Forenoon, that's a good word. I like that. People say that more often. Feel very Norvikinian. Yeah? I saw it in the Asgal paper once. They were using dwarfish words like that. Though my brother doesn't want me reading those copper papers. Copper paper, a newspaper printed on magical copper sheets. The quality of the final newspaper suffers when using the method of production, but its popularity has skyrocketed with indie papers around the coast using it. Still pretty expensive to use, but nowhere near as costly as using arcane-era pressing machines. So that's like an indie newspaper kind of vibe, like a zine. Yeah, a zine. This feels like a Terry Pratchett novel. These games are fun to like experience with chat because I feel like we're all learning the story at once when I read it. It's also tiring because I have to read every single line, but I think it's really interesting. So if you guys want me to keep playing more, then I think I would like to stream more of this too because I like it. We're not done, by the way. That was not meant to be an outro. That was just me voicing a thought. Don't read that slop. Read city-approved articles only. Keep reading Asgal content, kid. Don't listen to your brother. He's probably a fascist. If it teaches you fancy words like that, then it's probably good to avoid it. Don't want to sound like a snob. I see. The kid nods along. It's crazy. Like, if you think of, like, actual dialogue in real life, when someone says something like this, with all of this, like, content to respond to, all these different things you could, like, pick out and, like, respond to as a response, just to go, I see, is just shutting it down. Life is short. I see. Anyway, about the tea shop owner. You see him enter? Actually, no. I never saw him enter that morning. So I guess he must have slept there. Or entered before dawn. Huh. Absolutely no doubt. I went downstairs to Pillar Crossing, that's all I saw. I hung over my head. Pretty shocking stuff. Super loud. How about the fire? I felt the heat, even all the way over here. It was like... really weird fire, then he mutters, shrinking the size of the imagined sphere. Weird. Gone in an instant. Yeah, it was like... It's gonna sound really weird. Lean in and say, I like weird. It was blue. Blue fire indicates extreme temperatures. Only for a split second. When I looked again, the whole building was on fire, but it was like normal looking fire. So I might have just imagined it. Did the fire speak to you? Like a conversation? Yes, like right now. No? I don't know. I don't know what that would be like. We can tell me the owner of the tea shop. Mr. Drummer's a customer. Seems nice enough for a bird folk. For a bird folk? I've heard he hangs out at the Sphinx a lot. And that he's got connections with all sorts of folks. Politically. Asgals use the tea shop a lot. Okay. Hold on. Can I ask you a favor? Anything, young man. You are the future of this city. I've heard there's trouble down on Water Lane tonight. Please go and make sure that nothing happens. Okay? I'll do what I can. Please. Now what? Oh, I guess this is the tea shop, huh? Amid scorched marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. Peek inside. A powerful force left those marks. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. On top of it says with bold lettering, City Notice, no trespassing. Does that include me? No, or else you would have the password. Try touching the plank. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It is sealed. Smooth away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue and then fades away. This feels like trouble. Standard procedure for crime scenes. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Remember, you are here on behalf of the goblins. I am? They're short and green, got claws and fangs, little monsters. They've got 3 tribes in Norvik and are considered somewhat civilized. Look beyond the planks. This place is a mess. I shall leave. We're apolitical, so technically you belong to no one. I really vibe with this game. This is such a creative idea. And the humor is great. There's that lobster! Charisma swinging wildly between a jester and a Joker baby is so good. Yeah. Oh, a letter. He's already seen multiple things I didn't in my playthrough. Yeah, this feels like it's really replayable for all the different, like, stats your character gets, you know? A handwritten note entitled Important Notice. To resistance members of Tolstad. Tonight's ting is cancelled. Meet up tonight on Water Lane instead. It's time to stop the chant. Signed by R. Ah. A locally produced newspaper. Right? Water Lane. You know what Water Lane is, don't be stupid. It's right down below. You know the underground part, largest port in the city? When is it? This evening. A bit scary, too. Young people should not be running around. They could hurt themselves. So that tracks with what we heard from the newspaper guy. I also like that we're getting experience from talking to people. Attempt to climb the ladder. Okay, it's only a strength of 5. Oh my god, no! Taking a confident step on the ladder, you begin your climb. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. I'm closing my eyes to immerse myself in the experience of changing my elevation. You are afraid it is very high, yet your body remains calm. Wait, your left foot, it's not on the ladder anymore. That's not good. Your right foot, that one's gotta be on the ladder, right? I'm afraid to say that no. Both your feet have slipped off the ladder. As your entire being is fading to nothing on the floor of the random roller mill on Tolstad. Hold on, I'm dead? There's no need to fret. You've been given your due, that's it. This is your end of the stick. You are the servant of Earth, and you've dedicated your entire adult life to serving him. This is not how you're rewarded, no. You are... I refuse to end. I reach out. You refuse. Not like this! I grab! The world distorts around you. You were falling, then you were not. What did I do? This is an esoteric event. Your mind is barely registering it. Your body's on the verge of breaking. Every moment, a painful reminder of the 1,000 others who failed just like you did. Attempt to pull the strings. You follow them as they dance. One seems to be good, but is far away. Yet it is moving closer. By what force? Is it him? Take the string handed to you. Is anything permit in a good man's quest? You are at the bottom of the ladder. Whoa. So, let's break that down. I critically failed a roll, and I would have died from falling down this ladder. His life is short. And then my consciousness like split in two, and the one that saved me healed me to full. That's so cool. Oh! A regular non-giant crab. Really? You spot a crab on the rock. Official name, Tornian Crawler. Does a little shimmy. Pet the crab. You reach forth, and the crab immediately sniffs onto your index finger. Huh? Panic! The crab pinches your finger hard. Hard! Your steely bones tank most of the damage, but it is hanging on. Please let go, Mr. Crab. It says, and it does not let go. Speak with the animal does not get you out of this much easier. Okay? You use your free hand to pry the pincers off your finger. When your index is released, you immediately feel the blood flow begin to return. Freedom! He was a good little fighter. A good crab. Are you allowed to loiter here? It does not respond. What do you know about the tea shop? It snips with its pincers once. That's not too helpful, you know. Snips again. What are you voting in this election? It makes no noise in reply to your question. Citizen. I love that I'm basically role-playing as like a random Oblivion guard, but I woke up
from death, and I'm like trying to find my life again, while like still exercising my authority. Conquest by river, by land, by heart. Statue of Earth. Approach the shrine. Should I move it? It's in the middle of the road. No. It's chosen its path. The figure of Earth. This is a makeshift shrine, meant to stand exactly where it is and where it might go. Ready to serve whoever needs them the most. Okay. Whoa, I can pray? Is this like a help thing? I can ask help? Contemplate the tea shop owner. Bird folk on the run. Shop in the ruins. What sort of business did he conduct there? Contemplate missing paladin. Last seen in Tolstad. Many know of him. Find him, you'll still be rewarded. I return here when I have more things to think about? Always. Talking to yourself, huh? You must be a lonely guy. You're the only one who is always here. No one ever answers your prayers. Alright. Goblin. The bin's making a sound, a strange sound. How strange. Rife. Virus, weef. Open the trash can. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving the pile of shredded documents. A pair of legs. Simorth? Suddenly out. A gnome! A pine cone with limbs. It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Wait, are you one of those? Were you able to do anything about it? The little creature poofs away. Disgusting little creature. As it fades, you see only trash. I saw more. I took the coins from the fountain. Oh god. Approach a ball of feathers and wings and really sharp claws. Too bad, he's clearly overfed. This is a griffin. It's a somewhat intelligent and magical beast. It will require speak to animals to communicate properly, of course. You see a pool of drool forming underneath the beak. Behind it, there's an entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. If you want to get inside, you're gonna have to get past this bad boy. Sneak past it. Oh. Right on the beast's wing? Oh my god. A light tap. Ow! 9 damage? I'm dead! Wait, death saving throws? I live. The bones in your body crackling. Hard ground meeting your flesh. But you live. Almost got it. This game's crazy. This is so fun. Okay. I eat. I have 7 out of 9 HP. Okay. As you reach certain thresholds... Okay, so that's what you get for leveling up. Oh, this guy again. I'm really impressed with how... I don't know how many of you saw Joe Fudge's stream where we were playing the D&D campaign based on this game, but now playing it, like, I'm thinking so much about how the different features of it were represented in that campaign. And I don't know if, like, Joe had a chance to play much of it, or if he was just dealing with it from, like, from notes, but it's great. Played one stream? Okay. You gotta watch that? Yes, you definitely do. Can we get a shout out to Joe Fudge? My DM every Thursday. I can do it as well, but thank you, Bumsies. It's out on his YouTube channel too? Yeah. My DM. He is my DM. I say that with love in my heart. Almost dead, but not yet. Scholarly commendation of the Fordnip Commonwealth. Children's drawing on the wall. Okay. A scholar of the Fordnip Commonwealth, a man working out of the hole in the wall. This is the type of man who knows exactly where he's going and is simply going there very slowly and deliberately. He knows his expertise, his moves are calculated, his journey long. I wake him up. You take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of a sleeping halfling. This is a scholar? Curse the gods. Go investigate his book collection before waking this lazy halfling. Okay. Oh! I took his... That gave me 2 intelligence. Food and a dream patch. Oh, happy days. Can't eat too full. Small amounts of pixie essence can recover a 3rd level spell slot. Okay. Oh my god, I'm robbing a blind. Political? Yuck! Me, the apolitical Chad? No, thank you. Not for me, thanks. Okay. Good forenoon, citizen! Oh! He mutters and widens his bushy eyes. His confused gaze focuses on you. Life is pain. Life is short. I hate. Glare at him. Terrible, terrible pain. Oh, he mutters and rubs his face. The wrinkles fold over one another like waves on a storied sea. Are you... He looks at you with his weary expression, then he rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice? Its words come out in a typical Fordnip accent. Kick the chair. Yeah! He grips the armrest of the chair. Stop this kicking! All done, smile despite the fact that no one can see it. I'm not dead yet, damn you. Okay, hold on. Already paid that invoice. You're here for something different. Yes. I've got some questions about the tea shop. Tea shop? And you're dealing with interesting events. The city has seen its fair share of great calamities over the years, and the tea shop explosion appears tiny in comparison. Tiny? No, it's a huge conspiracy. A huge one? Better take care of it then. Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, cleric. You like this guy. He's like a rabid dog without the biting so far. I am Snore Appledent, he says and bows his head in the chair. Scholar of Fordnip University.
in dedicated service to the progress of AIS.
What do you do?
Many things. Primarily, my expertise lands on the topic of alignment and its many historical and contemporary applications. Some bullshit, I will tell you. These days, I mostly deal with other forms of study. Specifically, I run this office here on the experimental technique of psychoanalysis.
What kind of magic is that?
No magic at all. Although there has been some detect thoughts involved at some points in development. It is form of mind healing, as they call it. I'll be one to call it support instead. It is essentially the idea that the mental present is shaped by the mental past, and that, through dialogue, our unreleased unconscious ghosts can be vanquished.
So you're talking about feelings?
I know, truly horrifying.
Listen, wait.
A Reedsian friend of mine once told me this joke, and I apologize if it is too vulgar for your taste, but
He sputters as the words through its little chortles.
right. A cleric and an arcanist.
Arcanists are magicrats who ruled pre-coast war human civilizations in old Dominor.
And a rogue delve into the lair of Succubus. The fiend defeats all three men, throwing them in her dungeon. But she grows to fancy them, so she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she will let that man go. Otherwise,
He speaks with little fits of laughter in between.
she ends them, so to say.
This is gonna be a long tale. You actually haven't heard this one.
Ho 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 ho.
Is this like a dirty joke?
What a rambunctious tale, do go on. So, the three adventurers debate on which order to go. Eventually, the rogue and arcanist decide the cleric should go first, as he is a virgin and will be least likely to increase her standards. The cleric, being divine and so on, prays to his god, goes to his feast bedchambers. He comes out 10 minutes later, completely unharmed, and gives a thumbs up to his two friends, who of course both feel a great sense of relief. The arcanist goes in next, confident and arrogant. If the cleric could do it, the fiend must be easy. Within minutes, his bones roll out of the bedchamber entrance, the man having been incinerated by hellish flames. The rogue is horrified, but realizes, obviously the arcanist overestimated his abilities, so he carefully enters the bedchamber, ready to put every ounce of effort into it. Less than a minute later, screams erupt from the bedchamber, and the rogue's lifeless corpse falls out of the entrance. The cleric prays for the souls of his comrades and gathers their remains for burial. The succubus steps out, smoking a cigarette. She tells the cleric, "My, your friends were truly terrible. They were just fumbling about down there. At least you managed to touch it a little." To which the cleric responds, "You are truly an awful creature, and I will pray for your presence in the exercise from this plane of existence from day until I die." Then, before he walks away, the cleric also adds, "Oh, but I did heal that horrible wound you had between your legs. Hopefully that makes you less evil in the future."
What?
Was this like a misogynistic joke this whole time? What is this? Not funny.
Wait, should I say I don't get it? The idea of suffering through not only a bad joke, but a long one? I don't get it. Oh. Halfling chortles loudly.
My kind of humor, you might say. In short, you could view the succubus as an evil in the world, which religious fervor would pray to repair. However, such reparation could often lead to a not-so-optimal path.
He keeps on laughing.
Or most simply, you could say it's a basic allegory for alignment itself. The cleric meant for well for all intents, but his action cost the lives of both his comrades. Is that evil, or is it good? And so on. Either way, the psychoanalysis, yes, that's what we were talking about. It's all about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you've made, things about what happened to you.
They can bog you down, so to say. And the goal in your clinical practice is to root out in my patients' minds and help them make aware the repressive negative baggage, if you will. So one can move forward more speedily. I don't really care. That's fair. Many are opposed to this type of practice. But it's not the only thing I work on here. I am currently exploring the dream of animus. That's something to do with the masculinity and femininity based on Civitix's ideas. You explore men and women? Poor phrasing, but yes. Beyond that, I also focus on a lot of my own unverified theories. He slaps his knees and grins. The folk spirit, have you heard of it? Understandable, it's not yet published. The folk spirit is working title for my new thesis. Most of it is, excuse my anonym, fucking bullshit. But in short, it is about how each folk share a number of core communal archetypes or myths. I have traveled through the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally. All to see how well my theory holds up in the minds of so many folk. He clears his throat and leans back in his chair. Apologies, I'm ranting here. Let's put a stop to it. What do you want, cleric? God, I have no idea what I want. This guy's a lot. Can you give me some mind healing? I wanted to inquire about the folk spirit. You're an expert in alignment. How does death and resurrection work with all this stuff? Why don't you use magic in your mind healing? What is love? What is love? Love? Let's had a frustrated groan.
Pure calamity! Deadly and destructive, its nature is just perverted and foul. Because it is a complete surrender without idealization. To love is to accept, without proof or demands or conditions, this complete surrender to another. Ridiculously risky.
This guy's more fucked up than we are. Yeah, fuck love. Give him a piss pop. Oh, it's the incel halfling. I think it actually, that's literally what they're going for. The incel halfling. Oh my god, this is crazy. Fuck love. Yes! He bumps your fist.
Fuck it right away!
Then he takes a breath.
Love is completely unpredictable and dangerous encounter.
And I have yet to meet a sentient folk which is not afflicted by it. And interestingly enough, I see no difference. It is universal. Elf love, halfling love, devil love. True love is always irrational. It is finding the perfect inside of the imperfect and falling entirely into it, swallowed by it. Some folk might act out in different ways, depending on their communal nature or biological urges. But if you are one of the few who do not need it, good, be happy. If you are not, then good luck, and may the gods bless your soul. Who are you voting for? I'm a filthy Escalist. Why? Pragmatic dogma. The green banner has flown in a strange context here in the Republican wet dream of ours. Asgalism is supposed to be about abolishing the entire structure of hierarchy. That history is driven by economic struggles, specifically the clash between classes. Asgal's end goal is classless, stateless society where everyone's equal. But looking at the Norvican Asgalists, it's clear to me that they long ago let this goal slip past. Look at them. They are shaking hands with the establishment, trying to find peaceful solution, they say. You want a violent revolution? He frowns. Look. The hairy halfling mutters. Genuine change, true change, needs a true revolutionary break from the existing order. Incremental reform, small changes within the capitalist system will always fail to address the fundamental contradictions and injustices. My name is Reeds. My time in Reeds made that clear to me. Okay. But always be always be wary of simplistic utopian visions. It is path covered in corpses that lead to such blind idealism. So I will vote for this social democratic compromise, this handshake with capital. Oh my god, this is a lot. I hope the next generation votes for a violent revolution. Any Asgalism is too much Asgalism. I, on the other hand, am not an Asgalist. I don't even know what to tell him. Love how people went in thinking this guy is a chud. He represents so like such a wide spectrum of political beliefs. And I've already robbed him blind and woken him up in his sleep. I don't know what to make of this. I, by the way, am apolitical. I am not an Asgalist. Lucky bastard. With a deep groan, he starts rubbing his hairy face. Workers unite in unionization and guild power. It is all well and good until it gets too loud. Make a bit too much noise and the true powers quickly and efficiently drop this illusionary mask facade. The esoteric spell that tricks us into thinking they care, whether they are in any way Fulcarian. So what about you, cleric? Tell me, if not Asgalist, what are you voting? Me? My good gnome. I am entirely apolitical. I am above such things. You see, I just simply realized that I am too smart or dumb to vote. Ah, I see, you're an agent of complete narcissism. I don't know that word. Your comment doesn't even faze me. That's okay. Wait, I've been earning so much XP for being apolitical. I think I leveled up for that. I'm leveling up for being so centrist. Because I've been consistent, I just got 4 times 5 XP. Also, you called me a gnome, so I'm going to try to insult you. There, that was a blunder. He sniffs. Now, for something else, before I start ranting about the suffragette movement. No, please tell me what you think about the suffragettes. The halfling wags a finger at you. You're a brave man, cleric. Thanks. Stop doing that, he can't even see it. I wink, but he can't see it. When the first talks of an election began, it was the late Arcane Era. 511 years of rapid magical and technological growth, as well as the birth and death of the great human magocracies in Daemonor, ended 27 years ago. In those early days, the suffragists were mostly dwarven women. They had the backing of a few hardcore universal Asgalist sects that has remained since the Great Project concluded. But when Earth died and talks of an election grew loud, the dwarven women had a hard time getting through, both because of the less progressive Asgalists and, of course, the traditional cultural practices of the Earth folk. So the movement didn't kick into gear until, of course, human women decided to join. Oh boy, those are scary. Oh, I like those. Human women? Yes, please. Statistically probable, yes. Mind you, this was after almost 2 decades of dwarven women pushing for universal suffrage. Within just a few years, with the voice of angry rich human women yelling and writing and protesting, the palace patriarchy gave in. That's the history lesson, but here's the part I'm fucking furious over. What? Those rich human women? Do you know what happened to them? He moves his hand. I'll tell you, many of them are today fascists, can you imagine? They run an incredible campaign in order to get the right to vote, to break their chains of oppression, piss off the tyrannical men, smash the patriarchy, and so on, all to throw their lot into the very same traditional ideology. Oh my god. This game is not pulling any punches, man. Holy shit. Bop, bop, bop. This fucking little halfling. An ideology that clearly wants to, well, of course, also just not have any voting going on at all, but specifically not allow women to vote. I don't understand women. I'll simply shrug and say, hell if I know. This is the apolitical answer. Gamergate the character.
I'm really curious to see what he says to this. Well, two greasy men are not going to figure it out exactly, but it won't stop me from thinking about it. Part of me thinks that it has to do with some type of opportunism. These are women whose time in the spotlight ended once they won the right to vote. Suddenly their entire platform of activism disappeared overnight. But even still, why nationalists? Perhaps there is some, if you do not mind me speculating wildly, some type of perverse psychosexual thing at play here. Or it's simply a question of class. Probably is, yes, probably. They're mostly a group of rich people, and that logically supersedes their identity as women. If the rich human position in society is threatened, they have more to lose as rich than as women. It's a complex topic, and I don't have fucking time to think about it, even though I want to desperately figure it out. But that is something I'm fascinated by, you know? Definitely rants about things he's trying to understand. He's able to capture an audience that way, clearly. His points are somewhat close to coherent. Anyway, this is a crazy game. The fact that they're like delivering all this in like ability skill checks where you're only gonna get like access to some of it if you're passing them. This was a random house we stumbled into, you know? There was no reason we should be here. This 100% sold me into buying this game, by the way. That's great to hear. I'm such a fan of this publisher. I said this earlier, but Raw Fury like publishes games like this and Blueprints and the Manor one, the other Manor one. Yeah, they do some really impressive games. They made Blueprints. They didn't make Blueprints. Blake Manor, yes. They published Blueprints and Blake Manor. So they work with a lot of indie devs and bringing their games to reality, which is awesome. So, hit the talking points? Yeah. This isn't a talking point. I'm sharing things that I care about. I do think this game is awesome, and I plan to play more of it, even though it's unsponsored, unpaid. I simply think this is awesome. Alright, I'm gonna leave this guy for now, though. It's possible for publishers to be good. Kind of crazy, I know. Yeah, that's... Oh, I leveled up. What do I do? What do you guys want me to put points in? One in wisdom. Well, I can only do one. In the paper forest, thank you for the prime sub. Int is good for the even number. Yeah, that's true. Well, all right, I'll go for int for the ability point. I agree. We'll keep strength low. Can I raise wisdom through one of these? No. Cannot. You got smarter because you're apolitical. Yes! I simply choose not to engage with political rhetoric, and that makes me smarter than the rest of you. I love games that don't pull their punches, and this one feels like it is. Ugh, I'm such a fan. I really want to do the rest of this game. I don't know how long it is, but I would love to stream more of this. Thought you ended stream earlier, man. What? I did. Now I'm back. Fancy that. It's a breath of fresh air in a landscape that's too scared to talk about it. Yeah, and I think talking about it in like the lens of a fantasy world is so freeing. Because it doesn't feel lectury, you know? It feels like you're exploring different ideals that are introduced by like colorful individuals that you want to know more about. And it can still be an escape for you while still relating to like moments in your real life. Okay, can't go in there yet. Developed and written by a solo dev too. Yeah, the opening of the game has the solo dev talking to you directly about the character scores that you came up with for your character. Which is great. It feels like a personal DM'd experience almost, you know? I think a lot of Raw Fury's devs are solo devs. Like Blue Prince was a solo dev. I think that's so awesome. I hope this game does well in the same vein as Blue Prince, because this is like really an original take. Democratic propaganda. I think my character said that because I literally picked apolitical at the start. If I see any... This is like literally just a document telling me to vote, and I'm like, ew! I'm too smart to fall for such things. I know my vote doesn't count. Whatever I say doesn't matter. I'm too intellectual for such things. Ooh, natural 20! Holy shit, okay. I learned everything about this person. They're chaotic evil. Good to know. They're a level 5 noble. She's dressed in fine silken robe like a noblewoman. Her hair is short and coarse. Her belly is kind, but earthfolk nobility nonetheless. Why is she down here? Not many of her kind seek the company of water lane workers and goblins. You recognize her. This is Freydis Darrow, the daughter of the Coin Lord. Oh. Girl looks across the chasm. A noblewoman, that's a pretty expensive dress. Clear your throat loudly. She turns her head towards you. What's your favorite color? What? No, go away. How rude. Cool. Sure. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. Sure, now go away. Hold on a second. You're the daughter of the magistrate. What are you skulking around these parts? What? No, I'm not. No, you are. I'm sure of it. She glares at you. Now exactly would you know that? I can see it on you. It's obvious. I know deep insight into people, you know. She scoffs and looks exceedingly annoyed. But you can see it. You can see she is worried. Why? Look, your dad is my boss. I'm just doing my duty. Girl turns towards the stairs. Stop bothering me. She storms away. Interesting outcome. What a strange lady. Why was she so mad? I probably shouldn't have made myself so weak in front of her immediately. That's my bad. I bungled it. Just a little bit. Rolled over and showed her my tummy. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. RNA. Okay.
Hey, you're that cleric Snail's looking for. He's waiting for the south entrance outside. Huh. So someone's waiting for me. And our character has amnesia, so we don't know why. I like the name Snell. It's a lot like snail. Tired-looking goblin, he blocks the way forth. Halfway's property. Okay. Ooh, another nat 20! No way. Goblin Hill, neutral evil, level 8 rogue. He wants to kill you. This is a massive, unregulated, confident, and highly problematic goblin supremacist. He will not debate you on it. He doesn't even see you as worthy of being alive. Oh my god, I rolled a natural 20 on the worst guy ever. A focused killer. His body count must be in hundreds. The type of man who wishes for nothing but the destruction of humanity, the Earth folk especially, and the downfall of this invading species upon the shores of Earth's Ascani. The more you stare into his deranged eyes of his, the more you understand he is not full of hatred from some idealistic vision of the future. He does not view the future of Ascani as a goblin paradise. All he wants, entirely due to some personal vendetta, fueled by sociopathy, is to erase humans from existence. Cool. Yeah, let's talk to him. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I don't expect it. He didn't want to talk to us. It's fair. I'm not the guy. Man, what a game. Ooh, a little imp. Oh, I learned nothing. Oh, wait, this is Braxo. I remember him from my D&D campaign with Joe. I think I know about him from that. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. Slings flutter faintly in the wind. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. An evil creature, beware. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. What you reading? A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. Appears to be reading an article on the latest debate. I like the funny pictures. They're the best part! I believe the fiend is being sarcastic. I like the articles more. You can read? Congratulations. Horrifically snide remark. I like this devil already. Wait, he says, leading in to get a good look at you. Earthguard, a cleric? How's you doing here? That's a reaction. Your presence is uncommon. You can go wherever you want. Fuck off. Divine mission, the usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and freeze riders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss ass. We need some damn order in this place, so if you need any legal advice, just let me know. Gives you a tiny sharp smirk. Should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. Be careful, devilish advice can bite you real quick. Don't take advice from Parasite. Literally every instinct, every skill check in my body is telling me to don't talk to this guy. You give me free legal advice. Oh yes, I'll gladly assist a member of the Earthguard any day. Actually free, well in that case. Just ask. Should I invest in stocks? I do not give, nor have ever given investment advice, but looks you up and down. I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, cleric? Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. Okay, some basics then. Popularized by late Divine Era human adventure companies, a share is essentially a percentage of ownership of a certain venture. Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure, something that is supposed to grow over time, so you can increase the value of your securities in that venture. It's a risky way to increase your capital without actually doing any work. Gods, this devil is good. Learn from him. Have you ever bought stocks? Sure, I spend about 40% of my income in risky ventures. Sometimes I even get paid in securities, which is nice, since I won't have to pay any middlemen. Would people buy stocks in me? Little red devil stares at you. If you were to set yourself up as a venture, then maybe? I mean, if you could convince someone to invest in you, you know, without breaking any laws regarding investment advice, I'd be impressed, so why not? So I should buy stocks. Look, there are rules in place. Norvik has laws governing that one can and cannot suggest when it comes to financial agency. Your god made those laws to protect people of lower than average intelligence from being tricked by those with ill intent. Why is it risky? Sounds like free money. Good question. Imagine you invest in an adventuring party. They head to the Verdun Hills to dive into the Gate-era tomb, or an esoteric area filled with talking cats, something weird and dangerous, but with potential for a lot of cool treasure to be found and brought back. There's a major chance that those adventurers die out in their journey. If they do, you lose all your money you invested. They could make it back, in which case you get a percentage of the treasure based on your share, but how often do adventurers come back with a bunch of treasure these days? Where do I buy stocks? You can buy them directly from a venture trader. Basically, someone can give you a piece of paper that says I owe you with some legal information on it. Or you can go to the trade hub. Okay, that's all I have to ask. I have questions about a PPG. A permission of public gathering. Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at. He's aware of the dwarves' plight. The Asgol dwarves got an expired PPG. Expired, huh? Strange. Why is that strange? Just seems like a strange mistake. Asgolists are known for many things, but making a mistake like that ain't one of them. I don't know, it just seems strange. Though if the dwarves got an expired document that they should leave, they have no legal right to be there. Can I have a PPG? Not for me, ask Darrow. Nicholas Darrow, chosen magistrate of the Tolstab. Okay. Yep. That's all about PPG. Are you a barrister? A tiny barrister? No, I have a legal position in the city. I'm knowledgeable in the magistrate's code. He works in city law. What do you do in your spare time? Calligraphy. Hobby for women and weak men. I like strength is like the fucking toxic masculinity stat. What's it like being a little red guy? You want an honest answer or the one I tell my clients? Honest. Okay, let me put it this way. Fucking sucks donkey shit. Do you know what it takes to get a promotion these days? Tell me, brother. No. We're talking decades of servitude to some sadistic fuck that wants to return to Gregorian's greatness. Gregorian, a devil second in line to rule the deepest layer of hell. Legends say he was presented with a deal. Conquer one measly pocket dimension, and in exchange, he'd be granted the throne. A millennia of fighting orcs, elves, several walking gods later, his corpus is now used as a foundation for Blood City Bay. And then, after risking your life and humiliating yourself, there's a chance this fucking guy will put in the effort to promoting you. And if you're unlucky, you'll turn into a freaking bug. Or worse, something without wings. Being a devil is a harsh existence. It requires constant vigilance, hard work, and incredible natural talent to reach any type of high-tiered devildom. You would do quite well as one. Tell me about the promotions. Sorry, I forget. Not everyone knows how devil can work. Let's put it this way. Devils have a ranking system. Some are lower, some are higher. The only way to get higher than Metamorphosos is a more powerful creature is promoted to someone in a higher rank. But hey, it could be worse, he says and cackles. Could be a demon. Demons are horrific creatures that live by rule of complete meritocracy, which would be amazing if it wasn't for their complete ineptitude at civilization building. What type of work do you do? If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, he says and smirks. So what do you do? Me? I do scribing most days. Got some connections with the palace, and believe me, few, that's got me through some tough times. See, whenever some rich asshole needs a legal draft in a hurry, who do they send for? Guy with the wings, that's who. He does paperwork. He must be highly knowledgeable in law. Awfully drab. Sure it is, although there's a lot of time spent waiting around too. So I picked up some hobbies. Who are you voting for? What am I voting for? Same as you, the little devil says with a laugh. The good guys. And that means the city, duh. The elites are quite literally feeding my trove at this point. Think I'd vote for someone to topple them? Voting in self-interest as anyone reasonable would do. Interesting. I don't have a political opinion myself. You know, I'd make a joke or something about having city clerics be apolitical ain't the worst. It would probably make life a lot easier. Anyway, what'd you want? I'm done. Those are his arms. It's over by the gods. So dramatic. Love this little guy. You hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, I haven't seen a blast like that since the Coast War. You didn't hear it from me, but little fellow trusts you. He's your friend. The scorch marks looks like they were from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Pit fiends are known to cast third-level fireballs at will. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about that for a few seconds makes it clear that it's all a big cover-up. For me, the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. Slander. The city does to train people to explode. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend or an elemental. I mean, Waterlane has shipments from Karagamesh, from the 8 bands of the coast. Maybe fire elementals slip through. Who knows? Evil elements on the loose. That'd be a story, right? Alright. Thank you, little guy. Black cat. Thomas Gimby doesn't even care that you stomped next to it. Behold, the cat, a legendary trickster of Norvik. Hello, I'm from the local government. Cat lifts his head up, its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs the air, and then ignores you once again. It knows more than it lets on. This cat does not care for you in the slightest. Pet it or something, I don't know. If you wish to hold a proper conversation, you speak with animals. I pet the cat. You reach towards the cat's head, it meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. Such independence and arrogance, you should get a cat. His grace is unmatched. If you were a cat, you'd never have trouble again. Good. Pet. It appears to have enjoyed the pet. What are you voting in the election? The cat stares at some seagulls flying by the high above. Cutthroat, sharp, eyes on the prize. A free strider, no doubt. Bestial force. Ready to spread Asgalism, of course. Love cat. Yippee! This reminds you of Disco Elysium. Yeah, that was definitely what I thought too. Goblin Garden is ahead. Snell! Wait, we heard about this guy. This goblin gets shit done, no matter the odds. Highly competent, but with a craving of validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. He doesn't work for himself or any ideal. This goblin devotes his life for his lady. No different from a religious nut. A lone wolf, cares too much, won't let anyone close. Old trauma, got rejected, feeling troubles, who knows? You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman. A superficial fellow. The goblin cares much about his looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit.
Let me guess, you're a cleric.
Taking you for granted, this goblin needs to learn humility. Yes, I am a cleric, that's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. You feel a growing pull towards being a cleric.
I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you.
This old lady must be the chieftain, matriarch of his tribe. You should greet him properly, give him a traditional goblin salute. Squat down. Nice to meet you, Snell, from a traditional goblin salute. Raise your arms up in the air as one would greet an uncivilized tribal goblin. What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what are you doing? Shakes your hand a little. Not feeling it? The goblin does not respond, nor does he raise his own arms. Instead, he simply stares at you. His expression speaks of pain. Oh! Please, cleric, stop it. You feel great shame. Scouring your mind, it becomes clear to you that goblins, in fact, do not have a cultural salute. Oh, no. That's me, like, crouching down to talk to a short person. What you do remember, however, is a salute from an old Earthfolk play where goblins were played by green-painted humans who ran around their arms in the air. That's even worse. Oh, no. Not a fan of that play, eh? What play? Never mind. The goblin looks around, surrounded by the right words. Okay, right. Head down to the garden throne, but he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like a human shit. He's been floating around the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He's insulting you. The Gaul, you should teach him a lesson. Whatever do you mean? Whistle. What? I mean, you're covered in grime. I like being dirty. Good for you, seriously, just great for you. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to get dust. A jest, I'm sure. He laughs and crosses his arm. Ah, but seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Tell me more about this lady. Sure, for starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job. I'm not afraid of her. Famous last words. Okay, lead the way. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Don't stay away from the edges. And he grins, showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden. Then the warlord fighting over scraps to let her get to you. Okay. Dragon herself. You approach him below a sprawling tree. The well-dressed goblin stands proud beside his master. Go ahead, cleric. The proud smirk, he motions towards the wooden throne. Oh boy. Lady Sageleaf. Something is very wrong. That's all I get. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree, its roots spreading, reaching far below. It branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is horrific. Cleric of Norvik, of Earth and River. Her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. Dominion, she is in control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late, only been like a day. Tread lightly, you need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. I had an accident. She scoffs. Yes, I know about your little trip down the river. I literally died. She clicks her tongue behind a set of sharp teeth. No excuse. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. She's not like mauling you now. She does not feel like mauling you now. You're dancing on a fine line. Hers is a frightful presence. Some powerful creatures have auras that cause fear to those near. To fail means succumbing to mindless terror. Okay, don't be frightened. No! I was one off. No, no, no. Shit, shit, shit. The adrenaline keeps your legs from buckling under the intense duress as you turn and run. Let out a high-pitched scream. It echoes down the depths between trees and fungi-covered cavern walls. Whatever reaction the goblin has to your retreat, you are not around to hear or see it. Where am I? You ran for quite a while. When your mind calms itself, you're sitting inside of an empty barrel. All this is rather confusing. A hidden barrel? More or less. Dragon chased you, maybe. As you do, you realize the barrel's but one of many located in a tunnel you've never seen before. There he is. I see him. Cleric! Cleric, you have now wasted another precious hour. I ran away and hid in a barrel for an hour. Please do not run away again. Amazing. The lady's trying not to scare you off again. Maybe she'll actually be nicer to you now. Running away is always an option. The fact that you're still alive means it's also a smart option. You see Snell panting next to the throne. Give Snell a thumbs up. Well done finding me. He opens his mouth and gives a resigned thank you. The lady, however, gives an angry gaze. Could have gone faster. He lowers his head in silence. You can see his legs trembling. You're not the only one afraid. Let us continue. The dragon leans on her armchair, leaning out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno, in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road! She roars and you stand your ground. And yet Magister Darrow, she spits out the name like a curse word. He alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. And why does Darrow say that? Because he's a fool born of nepotism and alcohol. Sick burn. Sounds awesome. Where is your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law in Lower Tolstad. The definition of has always been vague. Some see it as nothing below ground. Some as below water level. She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort, just above the holes next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's a part of the core foundation of the island fortress. Therefore, that property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head. Lady. My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly, when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it is the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Norbig. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on the people. Snail, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches and takes a bow. Lady? Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone to actually investigate the scene. You want to check it out yourselves? Of course. The lady glances at him, to which he responds to making a nervous face. Explosion occurred on the 21st of March. That's almost the 16th of March. Just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Thank the gods. The gods? She says, her almost purring. I wonder. Who were injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos, a certain Frank, son of Frank, who was said to have walked away with lesser burns. That's the sort of prefix used by Earthfolk. A human, most likely. That ain't a real name. It was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers, you hear? A real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he's looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Water Lane. Either he went down to the dungeon or over to Water Lane, got it. Remember, he's wearing yellow. Frank, son of Frank? Yeah. The goblin knows it's fake, but it's only their lead. That's a fake name. Uh-huh. A dungeoneer. If you believe it, that comment was from one of the militia members. Could be smart to check the city below. Lots of monsters and stuff down there. And riches. Fancy yellow outfit. One of the Reedsian fashion. Where is he now? Don't know. Not located the man despite major efforts. Sounds like you're head in a tough hand. Yeah. Although one of the militia members mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else. We don't know. Snell gives a nervous look to his master for answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. Lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. Corruption, madness. She claws at her wooden throne. Politics. Rambling of fools. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished. A spell would indeed be the only logical answer for such destruction. Isn't there an anti-magic task force we can call for? Why, yes, there is. She points a sharp finger. You! The Arcane Clerics of Earthguard, one of the few authorized spellcaster groups in the city, often used as a task force in esoteric events, accidents, and magical assaults. The lady clears her throat. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature foul or fair shall escape my rage. The words seep out from her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. This is my investigation. Yours? Prove it. Bring me justice, and any glory you seek will be yours. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, he says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. Catch the goblin trying to stop the grin from spreading across his face. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. You don't have to have this pretty boy around? Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. Do not disappoint me, Snell. A new member to the party. I've always wanted a goblin of my own. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. At your service, Lady Sageleaf. Yes, you are. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. He joined the party. By esoteric degree. Gotta ask the coin lord for the passphrase. Magistrate holding minting, trading, financing, and public works. We should look for the witness. Yeah, our Frank dressed in yellow. Gods, that's funny. Either over on Wetterline or down in the city below. Yeah, let's go. Cool. Esoteric. Like the Esoteric Ebb. Exclamation Ebb if you want to check it out for yourself. I'm gonna have to call it there because I am frankly exhausted after the double stream we did today. But I really like this game and I want to play more of it, so I think we're gonna continue it after this. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and being a good sport through all of it, and listening to my ranting and my rambling. This game is awesome, genuinely. I hope you enjoyed watching it and are interested in playing it yourself. I will probably stream more of it
because I'm so curious to see where it goes from here, and I think it's such a original concept. So also cool UI for all of it. Oh, I'm planning to take off tomorrow. It's my first day off in a while. But I'll be back on Monday. So I hope I'll see you guys on Monday. And I hope you have a great rest of your night and whatever you choose to do. Okay? Good night, my friends. Rest well. I'm gonna send you over to Bruce Green. It's been a while since I rated Bruce. He's doing a drunk movie night. So if you want to watch, I think they're doing Resident Evil 2002. So you can go hang out with him if you want to. Yes, life is short. Life is short. I'm gonna be processing everything that happened today. It was a lot. All right. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll miss you guys.